unemployed, I was starting to slouch. I was sleeping in the basement on my mama's new couch. That's when I heard it all, a chance to skirt it all. A money like my last girl, completely virtual. Got the top graphic cards, got a power supply, a microprocessor, a motherboard, a tower and drive. I put the RAM in the RAM slot, drive in the larger bay. Topped it off, 2 fans, like a Chargers game. Price spiked to 30, I missed out, I fear. Crudely assemble a rig like a BP engineer. My friends and family smiling, smirking, or make fun of me. But I'ma make them eat their words because I'm gonna be a Bitcoin billionaire. Spending money like I don't care. Mining coin in my underwear. I'm gonna be a Bitcoin billionaire. Selecting software and reading the notes. I'm picking out my favorite miners like a Penn State coach. Pick me a digital wallet for holding all my amounts. Read up on all the ways to open lots of accounts. I feel like Tom Brady. I got a fear of inflation, but this is crypto, baby. Central bank decentralization. The script, I flipped it. Laptop encrypted. My life was rotten, now all my cotton's ejected. And on my vacation, I'm crypto supplying. And they call me gentrification, the way I'm black modifying. Friends asking, what's the best part of your newfound treasury? I say, reminding you how you told me I'd never be a Bitcoin billionaire. Spending money like I don't care. Flash drives in the underwear. Now that I'm a Bitcoin billionaire. The cash was never ending, yo, I'm scaling fun and rowdy. I was spending like a 7 on a scale from 1 to Saudi. Call it mad banking. All night and all weekend, my rig is out franking. Grabs what it can while you sleeping. Just try outspending me, and you'll see I'm on a mission. Drop more Satoshis than a clumsy Japanese obstetrician. But I ain't open to splits, don't care if it's best or not. Opposing forks like a Chinese restaurant. I went from geek to chic, from basic to ASIC. I went from basement squatting to yachting, from basin to basin. Went from no friends and depression to peer-to-peer legend. More contrasting language to establish the impression I'm a Bitcoin billionaire. Spending money like I don't care. Then one day there was a solar flare. I was a Bitcoin billionaire. Spending money like I don't care. Now I just pawn my underwear. Used to be a Bitcoin billionaire. Any change that you can spare? I'd settle for a Dogecoin. I'm so desperate.
Hello everyone, it is Brian, the UK Bitcoin Master. Very mindful of not over modulating with this damn microphone, but welcome to the show, people. It is great to have you all with us. As always, have a strong Bitcoin hand. Don't let anybody fudge you out of your coins. Just buy them, get them onto your Trezor, and then just get on with your life. Very briefly, Casso, JC Botha, Buffy W, Rocky Palumbo's in, Elaine, my lovely wife, Mrs. UK Bitcoin Master. I saw Andy BTC and Bitcoin Bill a bit earlier. So welcome to everyone that are in the channel. And as always, thank you for your support. And thank you for heading over and catching this video live. Today is the 4th of November 2019. Please like this video, share it, subscribe to the channel, bash the bell button so you get notified when I go live. Follow me on Twitter at UK Bitcoin Master. This video is also going out on BitBacker.io if you want to support the channel over there. The microphone hangs in the air like bricks don't. LOL, JC, thank you. Yeah, nice little setup here. So great to have you all with us. Just a footnote. Been doing a bit of soul searching recently before we get into the show, and based on conversations with Rocky Palumbo, who's in the chat, and the total train wreck that is trying to get, the funds from my Steemit account, I'm going to stop posting on Steemit. I'm going to see if I can't set up the DTube account that posts to Steemit as a standalone and keep posting my videos there. But quite frankly, I'm fed up with the way Steemit's carried on. I don't understand it. I can't find any how-to videos on it. So I'm going to stop posting on Steemit. So just thought I would put that one out there. As always, let me get the preliminaries out of the way. My disclaimer: if you're watching this now live with us at just gone 6 p.m. UK time, don't take anything I say as financial advice, peeps, because it's not. It is simply me, Brian, the UK Bitcoin master, airing my views, giving my opinions after 2.5 years involved in Bitcoin and down the rabbit hole. I am no expert by any means. In fact, I know very little. I just feel that I'm in the right place at the right time. So do your own research, go down the rabbit hole. Don't take any advice from me. Do check out ukbitcoinmaster.com. That is where you'll find all my videos. If you're watching this on catch up in the future, here's my top tip. If you're new to Bitcoin, or you just got into it, or you're thinking of getting into it, the bit of advice I will give you, excuse me, go to ukbitcoinmaster.com, watch video number 1, then number 2, and watch them all. They're not long videos at all. Do them on 2x or 1.75x, whatever works, because what I've tried to do in these videos is to take a newbie down the road that I went down, from a newbie myself knowing absolutely nothing. And if you follow those videos, you'll know what I know. And like I've just said, and I'll reiterate, I don't know much, okay? But, you know, I bet I know a heck of a lot more than 99% of people out there in the world that don't know anything about what Bitcoin is, what a wallet is, what a Trezor is, you know. So, you know, it is worth going through those videos and watching them all. So please do that. If you want to watch just the live interviews that I've done to date, you'll find those at bitcoininterviews.com. And at the end of the show, the little boxes will magically appear where you can click on them anyway, and it will take you to those. Finally, TippinMe. Now, I want to thank some people that I don't know who they are. They've just left little messages. They've dropped me lightning tips, which is super. Zaza, who's not with us, I don't think, at the moment. Zaza sent me a TippinMe tip months ago, and I'm so flipping useless at all this technology. I only went in the other day and found them in there. So if you have left me a lightning tip, thank you from the bottom of my heart. I do not do this channel for financial gain, but of course, any tips that are left will be greatly appreciated, as with all content creators. So if you have a Lightning wallet on your phone, there is the QR code on the screen. If you're doing it on a web browser on a computer, tippin.me/UK Bitcoin Master, you can drop me a Lightning tip if you so choose. I just want to lean away a little bit and just do, hang on, whoops, buy Bitcoin, people. Buy Bitcoin is the name of this show. So let's get in. What is Rocky saying? Power up, power down. Is Steam a currency, a video game? Yeah, I'm not going to call it a scam, Rocky. I told you that the other day, but it's scammy. Rocky was helping me try to get some of my funds out. And by the way, Rocky, I've got an update. If you want to connect with me, it might be a couple of days' time, my friend. I'm packing tonight and heading off to a family funeral several hours away from where I live. So I'm going to be disappearing, and I'm going to put my focus into that once this show's done. Sorry if you're watching this on catch up, people. I'm talking to those that are in the channel live, but we will look at it. Some weird things have gone on. So I won't say Steemit is a scam. Definitely not. But it's very scammy, because when we were trying to take funds out, it actually said you've got to leave some, otherwise Steemit won't function, which is not good. If you want to take all of your money out, you should be able to take all of your money out and you've still then got your Steemit account functioning. But it appears, and if somebody wants to put me right on this, that you have to leave some in there for it to function. So I've just made a decision not to upload my videos to Steemit anymore. I am going to post them them on DTube and see if I can't get the DTube one separate from Steemit. So that said, let's head over to the news, if my technology will work, and it will. And you can see there, Bitcoin's price is sideways. Nothing special going on, about 9.3 as we speak. But you know what? It is going to go sideways. It's going to go up for certain reasons. It's going to drop down for certain reasons. But all of a sudden, without warning, another bull run's going to come. And you'll never see another 9 grand Bitcoin. So if you haven't started dollar cost averaging into Bitcoin, start now, because it will be, there's an old saying my mum and dad used to say to me, no good crying over spilt milk. Okay, no good crying when Bitcoin's price has just gone on the rampage and it's doubling and trebling and you're just kicking yourself because you didn't start your dollar cost averaging process. So as we speak at the moment, nothing dramatic going on, but the drama's coming, people. None of us know when, but boy, that drama is coming. So let's look at some of the news articles I found that I thought worth talking about. Here's an interesting one. Bitcoin year-to-date performance exceeds 140% and outperforms most traditional assets. Okay, pause. Does that sound to you like Bitcoin's dying? Does it sound to you like Bitcoin's going to go to zero? Because it doesn't sound like that to me. When you look at figures like this, and if I scroll down, I'm not going to read it all there, but it says as 2019 is drawing to a close, at the end of 2018, it wasn't a particularly good end. And then obviously we know that Bitcoin went down to 3,000, but and it's highlighted there. What I was looking at was this bit here. Well, technology. Indeed, the number one currency's year-to-date performance of 140% outshines NASDAQ 100 at 29%, IBM at 19.23%, Apple at 62.8%, and oil at 21%. So you know what, people? It does not matter that the price is bobbing along. It doesn't not matter that the mainstream FUD machine want to try and tell us that Bitcoin is dead or Bitcoin's not going anywhere or Peter Schiff's on his rampage that it's, you know, a pointless currency. Whatever it is, that doesn't matter. All that matters is you follow shows like this, other channels out there like the Bitcoin Meister's channel, Vortex, Thomas Hunt on the World Crypto Network, Trace Mayer, Caitlin Long. These are Simon Dixon. Excuse me. These are the commentators, the content producers, the people that are huge thought leaders in the space. Rocky Palumbo, to be fair, you know, it is about following these people and building your strong hand mentality. I did not come into Bitcoin with a strong hand. I had to build that strong hand, and I did that by following commentators that I encourage you to follow. Let's have a look what else we got. Yeah, this is really, really sad. Tawanda Kembo, the CEO of the Zimbabwean crypto exchange, has been on the Bitcoin Meister show several times, and you know, he seems like a really, really lovely gentleman. You know, certainly when I've listened to him, and you can go back in the archives at the Bitcoin Meister, and you can find out a little bit about Tawanda Kembo. He is the CEO of a Zimbabwean crypto exchange, and it says that he's lost the password to one of their Bitcoin cold wallets. Now, I've highlighted the wording, and it says CEO loses access to 33 Bitcoins. The story of the lost password follows reports that financial regulators at the Reserve Bank of Zimbabwe ordered the exchange to shut down its operations for violating regulatory issues. I'm not commenting either way on that. I'm just reading the article. Since then, Golix, that's the name of the exchange, has reportedly ceased all communications with its customers, while a large portion of the exchange's customers continues to be unsuccessful in retrieving their investments from the exchange. Kembo himself came forward in a guest post responding to allegations that his crypto exchange failed to process customers' withdrawals. Kembo denies that his company was unable to process withdrawals because of insolvency, saying that 99% of the people who've attempted to make a withdrawal on Golix have seen it through without a hitch. Kembo adds that the claims of customers unable to withdraw funds comes from the 1% minority. However, Kembo did not deny that he lost the password to the wallet containing 33 bitcoins worth, as this article was written, over $305,000 at the time of going to press. Kembo claims that the entire situation has been taken out of context. So why am I talking about this article? What do I say on my channel consistently and persistently? Get your coins off an exchange, because absolutely nothing can be done if an exchange goes down, exchange gets hacked, or exchange loses, their own keys to the crypto that hold the wallet, the cold wallet that holds your cryptocurrency. And you know what? Your future wealth is gone. This is the problem. Yes, if you hold it on your Trezor, and Buffy W's in the chat, that's my daughter. We were having a conversation on the telephone the other day, and I was explaining, because I've got the Trezor, that, when you leave your crypto on an exchange, you put your trust in the exchange that it won't get hacked, it won't go down, it won't lose the keys, so that your crypto's safe. And that's the downside. And you know what? As Adam Meister says, 80%, 90% of people that get into crypto will end out leaving their coins on a custodian account and exchange. Okay. But if you're on these channels, you want to be learning how to get your Bitcoin off an exchange and get it onto a Trezor hardware device. And then the onus is placed on you to protect your seed words, because if you lose your seed words or someone gets them, your Bitcoin's gone forever. So whichever way we cut it, there's a trade-off. Leave it on an exchange, you take a risk. Get it on a Trezor, you take a risk. And the risk then is if you lose your seed words, if you forget your seed words, if somebody steals your seed words. Because what most people don't understand and they're fearful of, and Elaine, the Mrs. UK Bitcoin Master who's in the chat, had this as well. She said to me recently, so what happens if the Trezor fails, or if somebody steals it, or it's broken, or whatever? It's okay. As long as you've got your card with your 24 seed words on, you can buy another Trezor and you can recover from your old Trezor onto your new Trezor all of your Bitcoins, providing you put the seed words in from the original Trezor. So you don't lose your coins if your Trezor's broken or something like that, as long as you've got your seed words. So what I'm saying is, leave it on an exchange, take a risk. Put it on a Trezor, personal responsibility now, you're your own bank. And I was saying to Buffy W the other day, whatever bit of Bitcoin you've got, imagine how you would treat your security on that Trezor if that was worth 100x of what it is today. My goodness, you would certainly treat that Trezor like it's a bit of gold, and you would treasure it, and you'd hide it when you go on holiday, and you do all those things. And that's where you need to get your mindset, people. And certainly, and this channel promotes, do not leave your coins on an exchange. Buy your Bitcoin, get it off that exchange onto your Trezor, look after that Trezor, look after your seed words, never leave the seed card with your Trezor at any given time. Hold on. I've just been doing some work. Here are mine. They're here. You can't see them. I've got them turned back to front, people. Okay? But they're here. They are never in the same place as my Trezor. We are trying, and it's very difficult, to try and learn these 24 words from 1 to 24 off by heart, but it's a big ask. And I think that's a very dangerous game to play. You know, we live in a world where people do end out slowly forgetting things and maybe even getting dementia, which is horrendous. And, you know, I don't want to take that route. I just want to make sure that my seed words are safe, and yours should be too. So get them off an exchange. Here's a classic example, people, of why you do not leave your coins on an exchange. What else have we got? Oh, there we go. A white screen, it appears at the moment. For some reason, that's not refreshing. Here it is. Here's a good one. It's been 5 years since 21% plus of Bitcoin has moved, reaching an all-time high. What does that tell me? More and more people that came in, survived the 2017 high and then the subsequent crash and the bear market of 2018 and through mid-2019, and they've learned to hodl or hold their Bitcoin for the long term. Delphi Digital, 1 in every 5 Bitcoins has not moved in the past 5 years, setting a record. Now, we know there could be whales moving it. We know there could be people that have lost their coins, but it's just another positive article that I feel we're getting that message out there that Bitcoin is going to be a store of value like gold and potentially replace gold. If you haven't listened to the podcast by Plan B on where Bitcoin's going, my God, you've got to find it. He's done one on 2 or 3 shows. One of them, I think Peter McCormack had him on there. I've got my audio from a different podcast, but it just blows your mind when you listen to what he's saying, that where he believes Bitcoin is going to go. And it's just crazy, you know, so there's every chance it could dwarf gold in the not too distant future. Another article I found, well, except the screen's not changing. God, crikey. Don't you hate it with a Mac when you get a beach ball come on like I've just done? There we go. This is really scary. Bitmex email leak. Bitmex, huge exchange, apparently sent an email out and didn't BCC everyone. They sent it out and with everyone's emails exposed. And apparently now already over 23,000 people that are on Bitmex have had their emails compromised. Now, this has got far-reaching implications because it could also render those people that have tried to be under the radar, liable for the IRS to contact them and come after them for tax reasons. With a leak of at least 23,000 emails, the recent Bitmex email leak was much heavier than expected. An inadvertent message that included list of emails made the rounds last week, creating a security break for the largest crypto derivatives exchange. This is scary stuff, people. You know, there's one down here saying that, you know, I now have access to 23,000 emails that were leaked. You know, we're here again. You know, none of us know when an exchange has human error. It's all about human error. Okay. For me, I want to minimize that by not being on many exchanges, doing my best to keep everything private as best I can. But none of us know when something crazy like this is going to happen. So it's pretty scary stuff. So whilst it's phenomenal being in this new exciting realm that we're in, this new digital age, it comes with lots of trade-offs and lots of scary stuff, and this is quite a scary thing. I found a few Twitter posts that I want to share with you. Look at this one. Now, Rocky is always banging on about the hash power that Bitcoin has got over Bcash and BSV. I think this really just highlights it from a different perspective. I don't know who this Merch is. I just saw Merck. I saw the the tweet and thought it was worth sharing. Hang on a sec, I've got something in the way there. Since the article was written in July, the hash rate gap between BTC and BSV has grown from a factor of 69.7 to 86.5. It would take the BTC miners less than 1 minute to reorganize a transaction with 6 confirmations on BSV. If, like me, a lot of that just goes whoosh straight over the top of your head, this is what I got. I now know that the hash rate is the computing power that secures the network, that are looking after the network. And what does this down here tell you about BTC's hash rate compared to BCH, Bitcoin Cash, and BSV, Bitcoin Satoshi's Vision? Where would you prefer to have your wealth stored when the hash rate is what secures the network from 51% attacks? Don't take the brains of a rocket scientist to know you want your money in BTC. So I thought that was an incredible tweet. Another one, Rhythm Trader. Love this one. Central banks will continue printing billions. Corporations will continue creating Orwellian tech. Governments will continue generating record debt, and Bitcoin will continue freeing us from all of the above. That is why you should be in Bitcoin. Yes, we're in it to accumulate. We're in it to create wealth. But I'm in it because it's going to change the world. Yeah, Bitcoin is the real Bitcoin. Bitcoin is the next Bitcoin. There is not the new Bitcoin. What's the new Bitcoin? It's Bitcoin, people. You need to get that. And I try to pull these articles to underpin to you that it's not just me, some wacky old git from the UK raving on about this and trying to brainwash people. I do try to bring articles that underpin to you all what I'm trying to get over to you all. Here's one from Pierre Rochard. This is off the back of Christine Lagarde, I think her name is. She heads up the International Monetary Fund. I know Adam Meister covered this on his show yesterday, but I want to come from a slightly different perspective here. It says we should be happier to have a job than to have our savings protected. What? Do you want to save for 10, 20, 30 years and not have your savings protected? You know, job stands for just over broke. If you're in a job, your boss will only ever pay you out what the going rate of the job is. He, she, they will never pay you what you are worth. It's not the job we want, although the job pays the bills. It is protecting our savings. And you will never protect your savings in a bank. You can protect your savings if you hold them in Bitcoin. Because to me, Bitcoin is the new savings plan. New head of ECB makes clear what's coming. We should be happier to have a job than have our savings protected. Ugh, that infuriates me. Make sure your savings are in gold and not the euro to protect your purchasing power. Let me roll that back. Make sure your savings are in Bitcoin and not the euro, the dollar, the pound, the yen. So to protect your purchasing power from dirty, filthy banks that will rip us all off. They really, really will. Sorry, bit of a rant there, peeps. Here's one from Alistair Milne. If you're in America, Alistair Milne, it says to me, this is just the ongoing saga of CSW, fake Toshi again. We all know that he lost his court case and he was going to have to give the Kleiman family this massive amount of Bitcoin, and he agreed to do that. Well, all of a sudden, on October the 30th, without any advance notice, plaintiffs were informed CSW could no longer finance the settlement and was breaking the non-binding settlement agreement. The guy's broke. The guy probably hasn't got any Bitcoin. And I'm sick to the teeth of this saga. But yet again, this is someone that had massive influence, that is losing his credibility, that could have influenced a lot of people to sell their Bitcoin and buy his rubbish coin, BSV. Don't, people. You know, this guy, Bitcoin has no figurehead. There is nobody running Bitcoin. There's no boss. There are no offices. It's millions of computers around the world. BCH, Bitcoin Cash, BSV, Bitcoin Associates Vision, they're corporations. They've got figureheads that can be taken down, that can make changes, that can affect your wealth, your coins. Don't go there. You know, Alistair's just highlighting the fact that, you know, the guy's got a warped mentality saying he's going to take the Bitcoin network down. He really has. Another one from Rhythm Trader. I love their tweets. Bitcoin, a mathematically scarce digital currency produced with pure energy that is teleported instantaneously anywhere in the world. US dollar, a currency printed by the politician cartel currently in power, restricted by borders, drawn from war. Which one's the future of money? He's just tweeting what I try to highlight. So there's some articles that I found. Let's just give a shout out, as always, to the show's sponsors, justlearnbitcoin.com. Why? Well, if you're new to Bitcoin or if you've been in Bitcoin a while, it doesn't hurt to expand your learning. And justlearnbitcoin.com have got everything over there you could ever want. Let me just pop this one up so you can get an idea of where I'm coming from. Consulting, learning to trade, buying Bitcoin, shop, apparel, advertising. It's all there. You can contact them for wallet setup and backup. Rocky works with Just Learn Bitcoin, or he's connected with justlearnbitcoin.com. So wallet setup and backup. Long-term storage solutions, because many of us are in this for the long term. That includes end-of-life planning, of course. God, I've got an itchy nose. Sorry, peeps. Recovering coins sent to the wrong chain. Vanity addresses. Questions about mining. Literally, peeps, anything Bitcoin related, it is well worth checking out at justlearnbitcoin.com. But what I want to do, as always, and I'm not letting go till we hit a whale, is I want to draw your attention here, if I may, to the black box that is the link that takes you, if my technology will work, over to Pastor Phil's site. Before I do try and win yourself a Bitcoin bracelet. I am. Yeah. All you got to do is what it says there. So if you head to justlearnbitcoin.com, you can imagine wearing a guy's or a gal's bracelet with a Bitcoin emblem in it. I think it's fantastic. I've seen it. Awesome. You know, it is well worth trying to win one, peeps. And the way you do that is to head on over there, get into the site, scroll down and follow these, you know. Follow Just Learn Bitcoin on Twitter, you know, Instagram, retweet JLB on Twitter, visit the website, obviously refer friends for extra entries, visit Pastor Phil's page. It's all there. You know, you got to be in it to win it, as they say. But what I really want to do is get you to click this button here that will take you over to Pastor Phil's site. Now, if you're brand new to this channel or you're watching this on catch up, Pastor Phil had accumulated over 14 Bitcoin, had it on his Trezor, did a firmware update, inadvertently got spammed and lost all of his Bitcoin. Now, I don't want to go into this in depth because I do it on every show, but it is worth going over, clicking on the link that says the family story. It's only 3 pages, and honestly, it's a bit gut-wrenching, and you should head over there and donate something, no matter how small, okay? You can donate, as it says, with Litecoin if you want to don't want to get rid of your precious Bitcoin. If you got any B-Rhodium with the fork off, or the airdrop, sorry, you know, you could donate a bit of B-Rhodium. My goal is to keep promoting this cause so that we hit a whale or two that might then, you know, want to maybe donate a quarter of a Bitcoin or half a Bitcoin because they're billionaires. You ought to watch this video at the top and the one under it. There are 2 videos where Rocky, who's in the chat as well, explains why Pastor Phil lost his Bitcoin. Now, I will say, the guy's very astute. He knows way more than I do, and yet he still got hacked out of his Bitcoin. So don't think, oh, stupid idiot, he didn't know what he was doing, because he really did. and yet he still lost his 14 Bitcoin. Now, that's a heck of a lot of wealth, even today's Bitcoin price. But imagine what that's going to be worth in the future when it 10x's and then 10x's again a few years later. So, you know, I've spoken to Phil several times, and it's really, really, really heart-wrenching for him. So do head over there to Tallycoin. There's a link at the bottom where you can click to make a small donation, please. Finally, because you know me and quotes by now, I love this one. It says, success is largely a matter of hanging on after all the others have let go. So here's the thing, you know, Zaza, great to have you with us. You did make it. Watch this on catch up, my friend. Zaza, I want to say thank you for your donation months ago on tipping.me. I've only just seen it. I'm totally hopeless, mate. I'm a train wreck on that, but I'm going to check it more often. I wanted to say thank you for that nice donation of sats, my friend. Glad you could join us. So the point of this quote is that it's so easy to think it's not going anywhere. Bitcoin isn't going to go anywhere. So, you know what? I'll cop out. I'll take my earnings or whatever I've made, or if I've lost some, I'll opt out. Don't opt out, people. Stay in Bitcoin, because I'm telling you, if you stay in Bitcoin, I don't know why that one's come back up. I was trying to get my camera up. That should be it. Stay with us, peeps. Because, we are in for a bumpy ride, but an exciting ride nevertheless. So thanks for being on the show with me, peeps. As always, if you enjoyed the content, just do me a favour, click on the show link and, spread it across your social media platforms. I can't even say give us an upvote and a re-steam anymore, because I'm not posting this to Steemit going forward, so we'll forget that. BitBacker.io. You can actually head to BitBacker.io and sponsor the show if you want, for a minute monthly donation that goes out automatically. If you want to do that and support the show, you can. But like I've said, I don't do the show for financial gain. So finally, before we end, let's do this again. Guys, get yourself a bit of Bitcoin. That's the name of the game. Cheers, everyone. I will catch you all on Thursday when I've done with this funeral that I've got to head off to shortly. Have a great Bitcoin day, Bitcoin evening, wherever you are. Pound the like button, like this, share it, subscribe. I will catch you all on Thursday. I am Brian, the UK Bitcoin Master, signing off. Strong hand, people. Catch you Thursday.